I currently have funded accounts with Apex Trader Funding, My Funded Futures, and now I want to add a third prop firm. And the goal behind this is going to be to take a payout once a month from each of those prop firms. When we look at TakeProfit traders, here's some things that are interesting about it. Right now, they're having a 40% discount. Once you pass and you receive your first payout, they'll refund 100% of your initial test fee. So the first month, they'll go ahead and give you that money back. So if you sign up, you pass, you get funded, well, you get all that money recouped. And another thing that they have going on right here, never pay an activation fee. So once you pass, once you take the evaluation, you pass it, you do not have to pay any type of activation fees. I purchased the 50K account. Now you can see before the sale price, it's $170. I believe after using my link in the description box down below, it brings the cost to around $102, $103. And if you guys want to support the channel, use the link in the description box down below, and it'll make sure you always get the best deal with TakeProfit Trader. Now, before we go ahead and take a look at the rules, let's take a look at the platforms that we have. One, we can select CQG data. With that, we can trade with NinjaTrader, TradingView, or even Trade-Evade. With Rhythmic Data Feed, we can trade with RTrader, Quant Tower, Motive Wave. And if we select right here, you can see there's a lot more. Multi-charts, Sierra charts. There's a lot more trading platforms you can trade with using the Rhythmic platform. Now we scroll down, and this is where a lot of traders are going to get confused. And I want you guys to think about something, right? There's a give and there's a take, right? There's pros and there's cons. Now, one of the pros we're going to start off with is going to be the withdrawals. We can withdraw every single day. So if you want to get a payout every single day, you can do so as long as your account is over the buffer. What is the buffer? The buffer is the amount of drawdown they give you. So in this case, in the 50K account, as long as the account balance is greater than $2,000, we can go ahead and we can request a payout. There's no consistency rule. You can make as much money as you want, so you don't have to worry about that. However, there is a consistency rule in the test phase. And if we click right here where it says consistency rule, basically what it says is no one day can be greater than 50% of the total profit. And what they're trying to do with that is stop people from basically just YOLOing a trade and simply passing it. Now, this may be a con to some of you guys as well, but in the pro account, we only get 80%. They get to keep 20%. If you get to the Pro Plus account, then you get to keep 90%. They keep 10. Now, the Pro Plus is essentially a live account. Your orders are routed to the exchange. In the Pro account, this is what most traders are accustomed to. You're trading in a simulated account and you're getting paid off your simulated profits. Now we look at maximum accounts. We have a maximum of 5 Pro accounts or 5 Pro Plus accounts, or a combination of the two. 3 Pro accounts, 2 Pro Plus, vice versa. You can mix them around. You look at maximum withdrawal amount. This is a Pro as well. There is no max. A lot of prop firms out there cap the amount of money in which you can pay out. Like with Apex, with a 50K account, for the first several payouts, we can only withdraw $2,000 per account. Here, there is no max. As long as you're over your buffer, you can withdraw as much as you would like. Now, the daily loss limit, this is going to be a con. And this is going to be a little bit different than, let's say, My Funded Futures. Daily loss limit is going to be $1,100. However, in this example, if you breach $1,100, it will cause you to lose the account. So you need to be well aware of that up front. We look at the drawdown. This is going to be another con for some traders out there. Since I already trade with Apex, this is not going to be a big deal for me. But in the test phase, you have what's called end of the day trailing drawdown. So your drawdown will only trail up each day as your account grew. In the Pro account or Pro Plus, you actually have what's called an intraday trailing drawdown. For instance, let's say you start out with a $50,000 balance. Intraday, meaning that you're in a trade, your trade goes up $2,000, and then it comes back on you and you stop it out for break even, you would then lose $2,000 of drawdown. So you need to be well aware of that. So it's good to take base hits. That intraday trailing drawdown does go away once your account, for instance, in the 50K account, is above $2,000. And that's going to be the same with a lot of other prop firms out there. Now, if you do want to learn more and you want to know more in depth about the rules, you can always come right up here to the top of the page where it says knowledge base. Click right there. And from this screen, we can go ahead and say, all right, getting started, your connection instructions, test rules. All right, test rules. Hit your profit target. Do not exceed the maximum position size. So again, for me, that's not a problem. I'm not maxing out the contracts, nothing like that, but that is something you want to be aware of. Do not hit your daily loss limit. Do not hit the end of the day trailing drawdown. Okay, that's basically going to be the maximum drawdown amount. Trade approved products during approved hours. Be consistent. Now, keep in mind, breaking any of these rules would essentially fail, in this case, the test, the evaluation phase. If you want to go right over here and just say, okay, what about the pro account? Click on the pro account. We can see the rules right there. Are the rules the same? Click right there and you can learn more about everything. They go through everything in great detail. So again, if you're ever confused about any of the rules, go right up here to the top of the page where it says knowledge base. Click on that and then just go ahead and select the section in which you want to learn a little bit more about. Now, let's talk about how I go ahead and want to make sure that I never have the account breach $1,100. Is there a fail-safe way we can have the platform automatically flatten your positions before you breach that value? Because if you breach $1,100, like I said earlier, you will lose the account. If you want to learn how to do that, make sure to watch this video right here.